Hi, thanks for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks is going to be another profitable day for you. Week 17, Saturday football, Saturday NFL football. Only one game on the slate for Saturday. Night game, Lions at the Cowboys. Cowboys anywhere between a 4.5, 6.5 point favorite this week. The Lions kind of bounced around a little bit. Lions probably one of the most heavily bet on teams this weekend after they, of course, demolished Minnesota, and the Cowboys look like doo-doo against the Dolphins. But the big reason for the last couple weeks, I think, for the Cowboys is they were on the road. They are probably the best home team out there. Home field advantage, they've won a year's worth of games at home, over a year's worth on a winning streak there. McCarthy has always had a really good home team. Same thing was true with the Packers. They were always excellent at home. On the road, different story. The defense just seems to be faster. The offense clicks at a higher rate. Everything just seems to click into place at home. When you really break this game down, the Cowboys' passing game is probably a little bit better. The Lions' running game is a lot better. The defense for the Cowboys much better than the Lions' defense. So if the defense is a mark for the Cowboys, the offense is pretty close to a push. It boils down to, and then home field advantage. So if home field's worth 3.5, somewhere in that range, this feels kind of like a steal almost on the Cowboys side, right? We did catch this at 4.5. We will go over what we got here with the Cowboys, but really feel the big thing on this, if this game was in Detroit, we would take the Lions. But since this game is in Dallas, we're going to be rolling with the home team on this one. So -1.5 first quarter, -3.5 first half. And like I mentioned, we caught it at 4.5 for the game. I believe it's still 4.5 on FanDuel. So if you're looking for the Cowboys line, it's a great place to get it. Cowboys over 14.5 team total first half, over 29.5 team total for the game. Dak over 24.5 completions, over 36.5 attempts, and over 270.5 passing yards. I know the passing yards just went up. It opened around 275 to 265, depending on the book. Dak throws for a lot of yards at home. The Detroit defense, the weak part of it is probably the back end of that. The pass rush is not too bad. Aiden Hutchinson really hasn't got involved lately, as they seem to take him out by just throwing a double team that way. The Cowboys don't run it a ton. They run it enough. But Pollard, obviously, him not being the change of pace back has really kind of set them back in the run game. So they've had to throw a ball probably quite a bit more than what they want to. And they do go down the field more at home, which leads to more pass yards. It should open everything up underneath after that. So that's why we like the completions and attempts as well. Jared Goff to throw an interception. He definitely does that quite a bit on the road. So Goff to throw a pick. Jake Ferguson over 4.5 receptions, over 48.5 receiving yards, and an anytime touchdown. And we also like Jahmyr Gibbs. His speed, I think, is going to make a difference. I think they'll be able to stop David Montgomery between the tackles. He's more of the bruiser, but that speed getting around the corner, you can definitely run on the Cowboys. I expect the Lions to actually do that quite a bit, is to run the ball. We'll just see how successful they can be. The key for the Lions is going to be to stay ahead in this particular game if they're going to win this game. So I think if the Cowboys can get him down, turn Goff into where they take away a little bit of that run game where they can't run it quite as often, that definitely hurts the Lions. But Gibbs will see a lot of time. Hell, they might run the ball 3rd and 5 with Gibbs due to his speed and the way he's so elusive. So we like the Gibbs over 49.5 rush yards, and then the Gibbs anytime touchdown as well. So quite a few plays here on this Cowboys-Lions game. We'll go through them one more time. So Cowboys -1.5 first quarter, -3.5 first half, and -4.5 for the game. Cowboys over 14.5 team total first half, and over 29.5 total for the game. Dak Prescott over 24.5 completions, over 36.5 attempts, and over 270.5 passing yards. CeeDee Lamb's number is huge, and it seems like CeeDee is definitely the main target on the road, but when they get home, they spread the ball out more. So we expect Ferguson to have a big game. Ferguson over 4.5 receptions, over 48.5 receiving yards, and an anytime touchdown. Jared Goff to throw an interception. Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime touchdown, and over 49.5 rush yards. So, like I said, a lot of stuff going on in that particular game. Only one Saturday night game. Then we get a full Sunday schedule in the NFL. It's absolutely, let's put it this way. So there's no Monday night game as well. So it's just all Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow with our Sunday plays. We have a ton of them. There's more props coming out all the time as well. Some of the games, just to give you a heads up, what we like. We like the Dolphins plus the points. The Rams, as way too many people do. We love the Bucks. We don't know yet about a few games because of the quarterback situation, like the Titans and the Texans. We like the Bears tomorrow. So there's all kinds of different games that we do like in the Sunday matchups. There's all kinds of Sunday matchups, obviously, because it's a full slate and only one game on Saturday. So, and then the one game Thursday, no Monday night games. So a bunch of stuff going to be happening there. Saturday, also make sure that we put out the bowl. We've got the bowl games out for tomorrow, and then also for the New Year's Day bowls. So we put those out earlier today. NBA going on tonight. We've also put that out for today. We'll be back with that tomorrow as well. So make sure you check all that out. At the end of every episode and show we do, there is a link to our Google Sheet, which is a ledger of all of our bets. It'll say docs.google.spreadsheet, a bunch of other stuff behind it. It's going to be a ledger of all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we placed, and then also what book we placed them at. So make sure you do check that out. It's hard to keep up with everything that we go through because we play a lot of volume. Because I'd be really honest, we like 500 bets, and we try to narrow those down as much as possible. So into something where we start off with 10 units basically, unless it's a big plus money bet or something to that effect. So make sure you check out the Google Sheets, see what we bet on, see the results, what we've done so far this year. We've had a great season of football, up over 2,500 units. Basketball is up over 1,700 already. Baseball was 7,500 units plus, so you can check out all of those as well. So make sure you do so. And as always, if you could subscribe and get notifications to our YouTube channel, so we drop our bets, you get those first. Makes life really simple when you subscribe and turn those notifications on. You'll get a notification to your phone or device, let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped some new bets, give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets, and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. Happy New Year's to everybody out there. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.